Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks right here at the Gigaset launch in Berlin, Germany, just ahead of IFA. And this is the Gigaset ME. It's part of a whole range of smartphones that also includes the Gigaset ME Pro and the ME Pure. The Pure is the lower end version. The Pro is a bigger 5.5-inch version of pretty much this device. And the Gigaset ME has a 5.0-inch Full HD IPS panel that has a bunch of pretty interesting features. They're using this 2.5D glass on here, so it's got a cover like you know it from some Lumia devices probably, and from some other smartphones that are out in the market already. What's different about this is basically it has a stainless steel frame that is only 7.7 millimeters thick, and it really looks very sturdy and like a pretty high-end device, and it is a pretty high-end device at that, because under the hood we're talking about a Snapdragon 810 octa-core SoC. We don't know anything about the frequencies yet, but I guess it's running at 1.9 gigahertz on those 8 cores. It's got 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of flash storage, so we're pretty good in this regard. And up here you get a nano SIM tray that supports 2 SIM slots, and it also has the option to use one of those slots as a SD card slot for your 128 gigabyte extension. We're running Android 5.0 on here, and the whole thing weighs in at, I think, just under 160 grams. There is a 3000 milliamp hour battery. In the bigger model, Gigaset Pro, Mi Pro, there is a 4000 milliamp hour battery, and it's got a bunch of special features. So you get a speaker on the front that is integrated into the panel, so they're using the same technology that Kyocera is using on some of their phones to make the screen vibrate and use that as the speaker. You have an 8 megapixel camera on the front that has a 120-degree wide viewing angle. On the back you get a 16 megapixel camera that has an IMX230 Sony sensor in there, including optical image stabilization. Plus you get a heart rate sensor and a UV sensor, so this will tell you if you need sunscreen when you go out. You have dual LED flashes, and you get a fingerprint sensor that is decently big. The whole thing is covered in Gorilla Glass on both sides, and it attracts a lot of fingerprints, as you can see from this device that I have right here. Let's take a quick tour around. Let's start out over here where you have the volume rocker that feels very, very sturdy indeed. There is no flimsiness in it at all. It's like the whole phone, it feels super sturdy and very high-end. Again, 7.7 millimeters thick, as I told you. If you go around the bottom, you get to the USB 3 port, or it's a USB Type-C port actually, so you have the reversible plug, but I have no idea about the standard yet. I don't know if it's USB 3.0 yet. Also, you have those speaker grills right there. I don't know if they're only using them for the microphone, because they said the screen was supposed to vibrate as the speaker. If you go around to the side, you get the power button plus your nano SIM and dual micro SD card slot right there. Up on top, you have the 3.5 millimeter headset jack plus that infrared blaster. That is something that Samsung has been taking out of their latest flagships, and Gigaset is doing a good job putting it back into the devices. Let me unlock the screen right here, and let's take a quick look at the software while I'm sweating myself to death over here in Berlin because it's super warm. Where's the settings? The settings is down here. Let's move down to the About Phone menu, and there you have it. It's Android 5.1.1 Lollipop on here. They've played around a bit with the interface and added some different icon sets and all kinds of stuff like that, but they also have a special camera feature where you can choose from different focus points after you've taken the shots, or they're trying to make that another high-end feature of this device. This will come out in autumn in Europe and China. It's launching in Germany for $469, and we'll see how they do in the market competing with Samsung and Apple, for example. I was Roland with Mobile Geeks, checking out the Gigaset ME here in Berlin ahead of IFA 2015. Thank you.